We're going to enjoy ourselves today. Thank you. Okay, she says, if only we can read our books, then we can walk majestically. I want to ask you, of course, the first point I'll be throwing out on this program today. Can anyone tell me the name of that beautiful woman that actually sang the song? Just throw your answer very fast to 0903985331. You have your answer very fast. Thank you. You can send the answer to Aloe Radio on YouTube, or you send to us live on the website. Of course, you know the website is still the tune that you can check, aloeradio.com. I want to know, what is the full name of the woman that sang the song? Okay, so what's the concept of this program, and why are we on the radio, on our Aloe Radio? This is Career Ride, and like I said, we'll be going on a journey every time between the hours of 11 and 12 GMT, as we would be enjoying together the concept and understanding of what we need to do as to move forward when it has to do with career. You know that we have a lot of persons out there that have studied a course they never wanted to study in university. We have those that are out there that actually find themselves in one career or the other that they never planned for, that we call accidental career. Of course, we have a lot of persons that say that I think the course I'm studying cannot give me a good job out there, while some believes my grade cannot help me. Of course, some have gotten a job and they are working and they are looking forward to have a great promotion. How can we do all of these? What do you need to do? How do you need to develop yourself? What are the things you need to put in place for you to have a better life when it comes to career? Of course, that is what we'll be doing on this program every week. And let me give you good news. As we open this program today, we're going to be having some goodies in the house. Yes, you heard me. Goodies in the house. So stay tuned and be ready to enjoy the goodies in the house. It's amazing that I've not gotten an answer yet to the person that sang this song. This is actually a legend, and the very first person to give me the answer has an amazing gift in their house. I hope you would be the person that will win this amazing gift. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Let's enjoy yourself, enjoy the music.
Team
I don't go to school, are you saying I cannot be successful in life? Or if I go to school, does that determine I'm going to be successful in life? If I find myself that I'm a graduate of a university or a polytechnic, does that say I'm going to get a good job or my life is going to be smooth? These are the things we'll be having on this program. Like I said, of course, we're going to have a calling session, and so stay tuned to the time we're going to be giving you the number to call. And today, the day we are opening this program, we have a lot of goodies in the house. Don't miss it. Ensure you don't miss it at all. And while you're doing that, let me let you understand that is one thing that is going to be very important for us. So we said career. And may I ask us, if you look at the word career, oftentimes we'll look at career and we'll limit it to people that are unsuited. I remember when I was growing up, someone asked me one day and said, I don't want to do that, I want to be a career woman. And I looked at the woman and I said, why do you say that for you to be a banker makes you to be a career woman? Have you noticed that we've limited what is called career to those that goes to job that is 9 to 4 or 9 to 5? What exactly is career? What are the questions that you need to ask for you to be successful as a career individual? Okay, so let me say, in the general definition, career can be an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for progress. I repeat, career can be an occupation undertaken for a significant period for a person's life and with opportunities for progress. That means we can say that career is an occupation. And if career is an occupation, it then means that occupation can be that occupies your action. Career is a profession. Therefore, career is not limited to being a doctor or being a lawyer or an architect or those of those professions that are so pronounced out there. You can actually pursue an occupation in which you're trained to have a profit in life, and that can be your career. So I believe that right now you know that you need to stop saying, I don't want to be a career woman, I want to be a business woman, because your business is also your own career. Person. Okay, so let me still see if I'm gonna have a winner How I wish that the winner is going to be a youth that is looking for job. How I wish it's going to be a youth that is looking for job. So of course we need to study so that we can actually be standing strong out there. So I said to us the other time that career is an occupation undertaken for a significant period of a person's life and with opportunities for progress. And I want to go fully to say that career is that career that takes a man to his or her destination. Career is that vehicle, is that thing that you use that carries you to your destination in life. That means that if you joke with your career, it might be taking you to a wrong path in life. But if you take your career so serious, then it's going to take you to a good path in life. What are the things that you need to do to ensure that you have a great career journey? What are the things you need to do to ensure that your career path is smooth? What are the things that you need to do to ensure that your ride on your career is so significant, just as we had the program Career Ride? Those are the things that we would be looking at. And of course, we're going to be putting them in questions that you need to ask yourself. Because if only you can always ask yourself a good question, why, and you can ensure that you have a right answer to your why, you're very sure that you're close to the end of the task. Just like we have in the English alphabet, the letter Y is very close to Z, which is the zenith. So if only you know why you should do what you're doing, if only you can answer the questions of career rightly, you are very sure that your career path will be smooth. You will not be doing what you're not supposed to be doing in life. You would be able to fulfill purpose and get the right thing you need to get in life. So the questions will be coming after now.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní ìdẹ́pọ̀ ọ̀la, ẹ̀dá kúnyé ẹ̀yìn òbí wa.
still enjoying the music. I was still good. I was still on. I was seeing myself on this station. I believe strongly that we're enjoying this. I mentioned the first question and I spoke about the second question. Let me see if you're following me. So right now you might still be the one that would enjoy the games. What was the very first question that I asked on Career Ride? What is the first question on Career that I threw open? You can put that on YouTube at Lore Radio, or of course on the site, and let me see if you're able to get that. So if you actually want your shoe to sound where you want to have the majestic movement, of course you want to be celebrated, you need to study well. And I said there are questions we need to ask ourselves as far as career path is concerned. If you want to do well in your part of career, you want to actually excel, you want to do it, you want to know what's your purpose, you want to know what you need to even do to be able to have the right promotion in your workplace. You want to know what to do to be able to excel as an individual that is a graduate. You want to know what to do to even do the right thing when it comes to career. You need to actually answer these questions. And I said we have 7 questions which we will be using in the journey of Career Ride. And I will be listing the 7 questions today. When you have those questions, we are just only going to deliberate on one mainly today. But I will list the 7 questions that we need to ask ourselves on career path. And the very first question you need to ask yourself for you to do well as an individual, for you to excel in your career path, the first question is, who am I? Who am I? Who is Kunle Awotiku? Who is Tayo Adeshoaga? Who is Tope Adeshino? Who is Abimbola Temidire? Of course, who is Chinyere Uchuchukwa? Who is Alemi Sandra? Who are you? Who are you? Ahmed Sadiq, who are you? Are you actually answer that question? A lot of persons do not know who they are and they cannot answer this question. And you need to actually carry out the start for you to be able to understand yourself. And that's the first question on career path. And this is a question of identity. Identity. The second question you need to ask yourself is, where am I coming from in life? Where am I coming from in life? Where is my source? The third question you need to ask yourself and career path for you to excel in life is, why am I here? Where am I coming from is your source. And the third question you need to ask yourself is, why am I here? Why am I here on earth? Why am I in Ibadan? Why am I in Nigeria? Why am I in Australia? Why am I giving back to in Port Harcourt? Why am I giving back to here? Why am I a black man, not a white woman? What is my purpose here? Why am I here? Anywhere you find yourself, you need to ask this question. Why am I here? What is the reason for finding myself in that place? And that is the third question you need to ask yourself when it comes to career. The fourth question you want to ask yourself, this place that I found myself, what do I want to put into this place, and what do I want to take out of this place? I repeat, what do I want to put into this place, and what do I want to take out of this place? I find myself in Nigeria as a youth. I find myself in Nigeria as a woman. I find myself in that workplace as a secretary, or I am the accountant in that workplace. Why? What exactly do I want to put into the place, and what do I want to take out of the place? That is the next question you need to ask yourself when it comes to a career path. You want to answer yourself the next question, and the next question is, what can I do? What can I do? What am I good at? What can I do when they wake me up anytime and they say come roll this, and I'll be able to do this with ease without anyone interrupting me? What is that thing that I can do very well, that I can do with ease any day, anytime, anywhere? You want to ask yourself that question, and that is a question of potential. What are my potentials? Of course, number 6 question that you need to ask yourself is, where am I going to in life? Where's my destination? Where am I heading to? What do I want to achieve in life? Where's my destination? Where do I see myself in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years, in the next 50 years? You need to picture the future you're going to. One of my mentors once said, Fela Dutoye, they say that a future you cannot picture, you cannot future in it. What is the picture that you have for your future? Do you even have anything that you're looking at in your future? And of course, the last question you want to ask yourself is actually the question, how do I get there? How do I get there? This is a question that you need to ask yourself, and that's a question of responsibility. These are the questions you need to ask yourself in career path, and trust me, these are the questions we'll be using one after the other every week on this show. Let me see who can give me the very first person to give me the 7 questions. You can send your answer to us on Allure Radio, or you send a text to this number 080-255-29320, 080-255-29320. You are going to be the one to enjoy the gift. Thank you.
Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n ń ṣe, tí wọ́n bá jalè wọ́n wá tún fọ́lé. Ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹni òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa. Iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n ń ṣe, tí wọ́n bá jalè wọ́n wá tún fọ́lé. Ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹni òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa. Ẹ̀dá kún yé ẹni òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa.
So like I said, we would be using the first question on the program today, and the way we're going to go about it is, this question is often asked also in an interview, and a lot of persons do not know how to describe it. And you hear questions like, can we meet you? Do you know that when you understand yourself, it becomes so easy for you to answer this question, can we meet you? You have a lot of persons that they find themselves pitching for a grant or an opportunity, and they tell them, can you describe your business? Or because they don't even know who they are, it becomes difficult for them to describe their business. I remember, like I said, when an identity is not known, productivity is not guaranteed. It's actually very easy for you to be called anything and you answer to it, or because you don't even know who you are. I remember growing up, they called me a dullard, but I always believe I know more than what they were saying. And today I know those that called me a dullard are actually somewhere saying sorry. Of course, let me let you know that result is the best way to cancel insults. So why don't you work towards having a right result so I can cancel those insults that comes your way? Okay, so like I said, today we would be going in another way to use this question, and that is the question, who are you? So I'm going to be giving us an opportunity on this program today, and the opportunity is that you're going to have a calling time now for you to answer this question. But the way we're going to answer this question is for you to answer the question, can we meet you? So this is an interview time, and let me say to you that on this program we might just have someone that will get a job. Who knows, anything can happen right now, but I can surely see that the first caller on this program will be having a book written by Kunle Awotiko himself. And of course, if the person now gets my question, the person will be having a free professional certification program that is courtesy of the organizer of this program, and that is Uniplan Integrated Services Limited. I'm only the host. Okay, so the number to call on this program is 09039853731. I repeat, 09039853731. The very first person to call in, and you will answer the question, can we meet you? Let me see if you can actually talk about who you are. Again for you to enjoy the gift, and a time for us to learn together is 09039853731. 09039853731. That is the number to call. Call in and introduce yourself. Can we meet you? Of course, you know that when you can introduce yourself well, it's also an avenue for you to sell yourself to the listeners out there. Okay, so let me see my very first caller on this program. While I wait for my caller, the very first caller on this program, let me say to you that the first person to actually do this will also be having a gift, and that is who can tell me the first thing I said immediately I came on this program. Who can tell me the first thing I said immediately I came on this program? If you can answer that, you can drop that on Allure Radio on YouTube, or you send a text to 08025529320. You can actually have that. I'm still waiting for my very first caller today, and of course that person is going to be a very fortunate person. Okay, who is that person? While I've asked the question, the career question that I asked us, I want to see the person that can get that ready. While I'm waiting for my first caller, let me say this to us, my listeners are back home. The truth is, a lot of us have actually had a kind of career or a profession, or probably you had a course in school that is not what you really want to do in life. I always share with people, my very first degree was agric economics and extension, and people always ask me today, why am I not on the farm? Yes, I'm still practicing it because I own a pottery, but it is not the main thing that I am doing today. Why? Because during the time I was going to school, there was no right career guidance, and that is still happening to a lot of us out there. Parents listening to me, you're still telling your word, you're still telling your children, I want you to be a doctor because I don't have a doctor in my family. I want you to be a lawyer because I want you to be one to fight for our case. Oh no, I want you to be an architect because I don't want to spend money to have my buildings again. Let me say to you that you might actually be forcing that child or that kid to go study what they never wanted to study. Or because that child is not doing well in a particular field, then you say that you should go and study something else. I remember my dad always telling me to become an electronics because I love to always play with wires. I scatter wires a lot, and then he look at me and say, then that means you must be an engineer. But there was more to me than that. I love to speak in front of people. He was not looking at that. He just wanted me to be an electronic person. thank God I was not given that admission, because that would not have been the best of who I would have loved to be. But just like I always say to him, I remember failing JAMB, and then my dad looked at me and said, "You're going to become a mechanic." I told him of recent, I said, if I've actually gone in that line of mechanic, I would have been one of the best mechanic in the world today. Wherever you find yourself, you can actually still be the best. May I say to you that you think you've made a mistake in your career path? No, no, no. You can still trace your step, because errors are not terrors, but they are mirrors for adjustment. Okay. I'll do my thing. And nobody drop anything on that thing. See some of our responses on our Lore Radio on YouTube, and let me say to you, Omolewa Olotu, congratulations to you. You are actually the first person that has my very first gift on this program, and that is a good one for you. Of course, another gift that we would be having that I've not mentioned is I will be having one person every week that will be selected for a coaching class on communication. And congratulations to you, except you're not looking forward to that. You actually won yourself that, minus the book that you won yourself. And of course, I want to do something for you now, Molewa Olotu. If you don't mind, I'll be calling you right away to have you to answer the question, can we meet you, so that you also be the very first voice on this program. Stay tuned on Molewa Olotu as you respond to the call. Okay, I can see that a lot of us were actually calling the number, the Airtel number that I called. The number to call is actually 09039853731. But I just noticed that we're calling the number for the text message. Okay, so if you are the one that I've called that number, you can call the number I just called, 09039853731. That is number to call into the studio.
jìyà iṣẹ́ burúkú ni wọ́n ń ṣe tí wọ́n bá jalè wọ́n.
You're actually going to be going live on here now. I believe Omalewa is here right now. So Omalewa, can you speak up? Okay, it's not so loud. Hold on for me to call you back, Omalewa. That is not so loud. I'm going to call you back right away.
Láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ dára púpọ̀. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló láyé táwa yìí sẹ́, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá. Ẹ dákun yé ẹ̀yin òbí wa, lẹ́bàá lówó kẹjọ kẹtọ́ wa. Ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dẹni gíga, ẹ̀kọ́ ló ń gbé ní dépò ọlá.
Yes. So Omalewa, how are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. I'm fine.
I can see that you're excited that you are actually on the program.
Wow, thank you so much.
Let me just give you the good news that you're actually the very first caller on this program.
Wow, thank you.
We are actually the first person that we're speaking to, that we're hearing your voice. And let me give you a very good news. Omalewa, where are you situated?
I'm at Ikolaba Agredi in Ibadan.
Good. So Omalewa, if your time permits, you will be joining me for 5 minutes time on this program next week. That's another gift that you've gotten yourself. Okay, so Omalewa, what do you do?
I am a fashion designer.
Okay, fashion designer. The question that I asked is a question, can we meet you? So can you answer the question, Omalewa? Can we meet you?
Okay, well, thank you very much. My name is Ulutu Omolewa. I'm from Edo State. I'm based in Ibadan. I am a fashion designer at the moment. I'm a graduate of Ambrose Ali University, where I studied English language. Thank you.
Omalewa, you scored 40 over 100. And that is why we need to actually have the understanding of definition. Okay, so Omalewa, so I'm going to help you and you understand why you scored 40 very fast. So you introduced yourself and you mentioned your school. Fantastic. But Omalewa, you just told us that you're a fashion designer. Did I hear that when you said that?
Yes, I did say that.
Okay, so good one. Omalewa, should I say to you that you've actually made my brain and a lot of listeners out there to be cracking? What is the name of this fashion house? What is the name of this fashion person? And so Omalewa, you're unable to introduce yourself rightly to us. And so I would go on the street and tell everyone that I met one Omalewa, fashion designer. I can't trace her to any page, I can't trace her anywhere. And that is one of the most dangerous things that you want to do when you are asked to introduce yourself. So let me help you, Omalewa. I'll be using you to link to my listeners, and then you will repeat yourself. And so when you ask a question, can we meet you or introduce yourself? It's in an interview. The right thing to say is your name. Then the name, if it's a work platform, you say your name the way you have it on the certificate. And the next part is you mention your qualification without necessarily mentioning your grade or the name of your school. I'm using these as for those that will be going for the workforce interview. You without necessarily mention the name of your school or your grade, because they can see that boldly on your certificate. Talking about your school sometimes boldly might affect you